Like over YouTube Live now. What's up? All right, guys, we're going to talk about Harley pricing for 2026 is crazy. So I don't want to pull you guys up with this, but I have not figured it out, so it's kind of crazy. So we are going shopping at Harley Davidson's website to see on the new 2026 motorcycles, and here we go to see what we could get. Bikes, new motorcycles. We're gonna do a road glide because we got a road glide in the garage. All right, guys. Wait. There we go. So it looks like the 2026 road glide is starting at 27,999, guys. That's for the base model. No add-ons, no nothing, guys. That is insane. Obviously, different paint jobs. The teal and the black one's $1,800 more. The olive with the green and black. What's the base color? Gray? Right. So it still shows the same price. Let's see. I don't know. Price and build. We got to hit build and price. There we go. Yeah, so guys, on the 2026 Harley Davidson Road Glide, we are starting at what did I say? 27,995, and it's already at 30,000. We didn't build anything yet. Oh, black. To get the black one, it's another $1,400. So right now we're at $30,150. This does not include freight, meaning the shipping there, or the removal of the box. So you're gonna pay setup fee and freight to get the bike there, and that could be anywhere from probably like $2,000 up to $3,000. It all depends how far every dealer is gonna be. Very obviously, the farther the bike travels from Milwaukee to, let's just say, California, obviously the freight is going to be a lot more than if it was going from here to Chicago, which is very close. Which is, I have not seen a huge difference. So on the price of what, 27,999 for the base, plus additional $2,000 on top of that, so you're almost $30,000 right there. Just for a base model bike. We're not talking about any type of cool colors, or if you're doing the chrome package, black package, all that stuff adds. So if we did the chrome, so if you get the chrome one, it's actually cheaper. That's the base model. So the base model is technically chrome. But if we wanted to do the blackout, you'd be looking at the whole engine and exhaust and everything, addition $1,400, which will bring it over $30,000 for a base model. Now, obviously, if you want a fancy paint job, you're looking at a paint job could be extra $1,800. So let's just say we went with the teal thunder with the black. You're already at 31.2 on that. $32,000 for a brand new motorcycle is nuts. Obviously, if you have no trade-in, no down payment and stuff like that, you're looking at, pretty decent monthly payment, probably in the $500 range just for the motorcycle, nothing else. And like I said, this is plus tax, title, all that stuff. So you're looking at, probably 36,000 out the door for a very basic Harley road glide. That's just crazy. One thing I did see that you could do a radio upgrade, which is kind of crazy. Let me see. Obviously, you could put intake on it. You could put exhaust on it. 1,000. That stuff adds up real fast. You'd be at like $50,000 by the time if you fully load it. I think one of the craziest things I seen on Harley, guys, they have a stage 3 stereo setup for the thing, and it's an extra $8,000. $8,000, guys. That's insane to do a stereo upgrade. $8,000, man. Like I said, by just kind of like going over and seeing what they have, you could be you could take a base 2026 Road Glide at what did I say, 27,999, and you could get all the way up to probably 60 plus $1,000 just for your base Road Glide, not a ST, not a limited, none of that like other stuff. Now, if we click on a different bike and we're gonna switch it up and do that, then your base models will be 50 grand, which is crazy. Because I think I want to say the ST. I go on it right now. Road Glide Limited, Road AST. The black and orange one looks sick. Don't get the ST just looks nasty. The black and orange looks nice because it looks pretty mean. And just for the base on that, you're at $45,000 just for that. And then, like I said, I think the stage 3 on this is like $8,000 too. So I think I priced out a few days ago. It was like 60 plus $1,000 on a 26 CVO Road Glide ST. That $800 car payment. I'm a motorcycle payment for at least 20 years. Harley has lost its mind when it comes down. And I like it. Makes 127 horsepower. Woo! I think a GSXR 600 makes that. Probably even more than that. Yeah, that's a Suzuki sport bike. That's crazy. But yeah, guys, just if you just went to Harley's website and looked at some of the pricing on the new 2026, I don't even understand how anyone could afford any of these bikes. It's just crazy. I don't even think they have a budget bike. When you want to look at the sport, what is it? Let's go on and find out. I'm just like lost. I'm like, how do people even afford bikes? The Nicer, the Nicer is like the lowest of the low of Harley Davidson, and you're still, like I said, fright inflate. Yeah, you're gonna be at, they say 9,999, but with plus, you're looking at $15,000 bike. That right when you pull out of the dealership is only worth 5 grand by their code. Where do you go from here? And then obviously you got this Nicer special, which you're at 12,499, and plus, you're probably in the 16, 17,000 out the door. This does not include add-ons. If you're a new rider, helmet, gear, jacket, boots, all the the stuff you need, gloves. You could add that into the financing, but and you're just talking about a base little Nicer, so we're called the Sportster, and they're asking this kind of money. I really don't know what to say. I heard they're great little bikes, but you're, like I said, you're almost 20 grand for a Nicer. It's like, this is crazy, guys. Where we're going? Where we're going with this? I don't even know anymore. The pricing is just insane. And then here, let's go back into the new motorcycle. We're going to cruisers. Let's go on the Lowrider S. Oh no, here, let's go Lowrider ST, because that's kind of, and you're talking about a bike has a baby fairing on it, nothing crazy, has small bags on it. What you're gonna do? Put one jacket and maybe a glove. But you're talking a base model of the 26 Lowrider ST. You're at 23,999, 24 grand for a bike that is literally, it's insane. I don't even understand how people could afford these motorcycles. I love on the Harley's website doing monthly as 370. Yeah, 370 is probably like an 80 for month term on a loan. 84 months on a motorcycle and you get 370. Are you bad financial decision for anyone that's looking to get into motorcycles? But I can't even believe a low rider is in the $24,000. We're talking 10 plus years ago, these bikes were in the teens, 15, 16. And now it just, I don't even know what to say. And the same thing, you ride the bike right off the lot and bring it right back. You lost 5 to 10 grand right off the bat. Because for some reason, Harley does not want to give you any money for your bike, even though it's their bike. They claim it's worth every dollar, that you're paying for it. But when it comes to trading, they don't want to give you nothing. Makes no sense, guys. What are we doing here? I don't understand why Harley praises so much about value when you're buying the bike, but then when you go trade it in, let's say you bought a Nightster and you wanted to upgrade to a Road Glide or a Street Glide or something, you're taking a huge hit, huge hit, huge hit. And the thing is, Harley does not do any type of factory like discount. So it's not like you're getting there. Oh, MSRP is 25 plus we give a $2,500 rebates. That's what I'm thinking. They don't do that. You got to pay full price MSRP for everything: jackets, gloves, hats. No discount. Even though you bought 900 bikes from them, they will not discount you for anything. Anything. That is nuts. I used to work at a Kawasaki, Yamaha, Suzuki dealer, and we used to take care of our customers, give them 10% off parts. Well, really make it a good experience, and 10% can go a long way, especially when stuff is not super cheap. But Harley doesn't want to give nothing away to anybody. It's full retail for everybody. I don't know, guys. That is crazy. I can't believe. What do you guys think? I don't understand. How are people paying this kind of money for this stuff? Crazy. So that is it for the live stream today. I just wanted to really break down the 2026 Harley Davidson, and I'm just amazed how expensive things are and how people afford it. Is anyone here going to go buy a $50,000 Harley and have an $800 a month payment for 84 months? I think I heard Harley's going up to 10 years out of loans, 100 and something months. I don't know if it's true. I haven't looked into it, but some of the $80,000 bikes they want to sell, you might need that 10 years. But if you do a 10-year loan, that's not a mortgage. There's something going on, guys. You should not be buying or riding a motorcycle. Stay tuned, guys. I'll have more to this. I'm just trying to play around with this go live stuff and get it on. So stay tuned, guys. I will see you guys in the next. Peace.